What's up, everyone? This is Ray, cigar enthusiast, coming to you live from Cigar Enthusiast headquarters. What's up? Thanks for coming on. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting Cigar Enthusiast. Before we get the show started, I'd like to give out a big shout out to Frontline Cigars. Check that out. Check out the cigars on frontlinecigars.com, as well as Cigars for Warriors. Go to cigarsforwarriors.org. Check out, if you can, or brick and mortars, try to donate some cigars to Cigars for Warriors to support the troops, guys. Really important. What's up, Wes? So real quick, let me say hi to who's on. What's going on, Ian? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for the message earlier. That's me. Kevin Gold. What's up, Kevin? Hey, Kev, give me a call. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Give me a call later on, man. I was meaning to talk to you. I know that you're in the Carolinas this week. Throw me a call. All right, Wes, what's up? Jason Hawkins, the man, the legend. All right, guys. So I was sitting up. I stayed up pretty late yesterday, and I didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock in the morning, and maybe even later than that. But at some point, I was in a different group page, and I was reading some of the comments that were being posted, and there was one in particular that stood out to me. And the comment was basically, what's a good beginner cigar? And I was dumbfounded by the responses that I saw. It was, the so-called, I don't know, experienced cigar smokers giving some really bad advice, right? They were basically, I'm always trying to be PG, right? I'm trying to take the show to a different direction. So I'm trying really hard to be PG and not be a complete ass. They're, talking about their personal flavors, right? Their personal palates and what they like. You can't talk to a brand new cigar smoker and say, hey, smoke a Tabernacle, smoke a hardcore Maduro, smoke this, smoke that, go ahead, smoke a Camacho, this. You can't do that, right? You want someone to have, we're all trying to provide a great cigar experience, right? Not just for ourselves, but the people around us. And we have to be smart about that, right? None of us, maybe we did. I know I did. I actually started with, Maduro cigars, but it was because I didn't know any better, and I got sick off of them, and I got put off by them. I didn't smoke cigars for a really long time. Years went by before I touched another cigar. It was crazy. So my guest was having technical difficulties, but he ended up fixing it, so he did come on. But I asked a great friend of mine, you guys will know him, from the Ashholes. Joining me today, co-hosting, is none other than Bones. Bones, what's up, my brother?
How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for coming on with me today.
I know you might get some feedback. I'm at a local establishment having all-you-can-eat chicken wings.
That sounds good.
But anything for you.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, so the gentleman that I'm bringing on, he's actually in the green room right now. Last night, I'll switch the camera angle, guys, because I won't be looking at my camera, the big camera there. A little bit better. All right, so last night I was on a reading through group pages, and I saw a comment for someone asking for beginner smokes, and he was just giving horrible advice. So I reached out to him this morning at 3 o'clock. I sent him a message, and I was like, hey, listen, my name's Ray. I'm from Cigar Enthusiast. I saw that, your comment. I basically didn't agree with half the shit I saw on their Bone. So I tried, say, hey, if you need any advice, reach out to me. And he did. And we've been talking back and forth today. And really great guy. His name's Jordan. So I'm going to bring him on the show for a few minutes so you can meet him.
You called him at 3 o'clock in the morning?
I sent him a message at 3, bro. Hey, I'm in a zone. You're getting messages.
after the horror movies?
Yes. Yeah. I can't sleep after that. All right, welcome to the show. My guest today, one of our brothers of the Leaf, new to the industry. He's been smoking cigars for the past 2 months. He's got a pretty great story. The few minutes I was talking to him. Let me introduce you all to Mr. Jordan Hughes. What's up, Jordan?
How y'all doing? How you doing?
Jordan, meet Bones. He has a show called Ash Holes on Tuesday nights.
Okay.
Out of Mississippi. Check it out.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Same here.
So, Jordan, we're going to get right to it, man. You know, I apologized in my message to you, man, for sending you a message at 3 o'clock in the morning, but I couldn't. I saw that message and it drove me nuts.
Yeah, no problem. You were totally fine. Like, I would rather somebody else send me a nice message like that than take advice from some of those guys that they were sending. They were telling me, because at one point one guy was like, smoke a tampon.
Yeah,
it made no sense.
Yeah, so no, since you said that, let me show you all something. So these are the comments that he received yesterday. Okay, so let me see if this works. All right. So what's the best beginner cigar? Macanudo Sobremesa Brûlée. That was the best, one of the best comments I saw on there. It wasn't very specific on, you know what cigar in the lines, except for the Sobremesa Brûlée. Fuente sucked me right in immediately, but which Fuente? Like, you could have broke that down. Honestly, the best is get a sampling pack with different wrappers. Hell no. No. Tampons. This is Dino. I put your name right out there, asshole, because you're a dick. So enjoy that. Maduro's go strong or go home. I mean, that was the kind of stuff that he was getting, Bones.
I don't agree with the go Maduro, go strong or go home, because you smoke too strong of a cigar at first, it's just going to turn you off.
It's going to turn you off, right? Exactly. It did to me for a while.
Yeah,
I told you I was in Iraq and I was getting sick off cigars. But even when I smoked at the World Trade Center, I didn't really know cigars. And I was hanging out with the special agents and all these guys that were smoking cigars, but I really wasn't getting taught, right? I was just grabbing whatever was around me. I wasn't looking at brand names. I wasn't looking at wrappers, binders, or fillers, nor did I even know how that worked. To me, a cigar, when I first started smoking, was just a cigarette. It's just a cigarette wrapped in a leaf. There was no distinction between one or the other. Nothing to break it apart for me. No one to teach me that.
What was your first cigar?
Hey, brother, there was so many cigars that I smoked when I first started. But I was buying cigars off of Jonathan Drew on his
World Trade Center.
Yeah, at the World Trade Center, where he had his little kiosk. So it was whatever he had there, man. So as far as cigar shops, I didn't even know there were cigar shops.
Me either.
So a cigar lounge to me, Jordan and Bones, to me, back in the day, in my mind was, we're going to the 90s, right? That's where the bankers hung out. That's where the guys that had money, that were attorneys and judges and, maybe government officials, that was their spot. That wasn't my spot. They didn't have a place for me. But they did. I just didn't know, I happened to stumble across Nat Sherman's in the city walking around once, because we didn't have Google in the 90s like we do now. So it's really just walking around, talking to guys that smoke cigars, the 3 or 4 guys that I knew that smoked cigars, that were able to say, hey, check this place out in the city, And I'd shoot out to the city at, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning by train and try to find it. I'd be walking around the streets like, hey, do you know where Nat Sherman's is? Hey, do you know where this place is? No one was guiding me. I wasn't meeting guys to go smoke cigars. But again, it was a shitty experience learning how to smoke cigars. So Jordan,
yes, sir.
I asked you earlier, but I'll ask you again. So how long have you been smoking cigars?
I've been smoking cigars about 2 months.
2 months. And how did you get into cigars?
I got into cigars from my grandfather. Before he passed away, he would always have a cigar in his mouth. It'd never be lit, but he would always have one in his mouth. And I was like, Papa, what are you going to have a cigar for if you're not going to light it? You're talking about, well, a wise man doesn't always have to light a cigar. A wise man knows what he's doing. So I just got into it from there. And when he passed away, I went in his closet and found his humidor and found all the Cohibas and the Maduros
Oh,
and all those in there. He has all like almost every Cohiba that's known out there, and all the Dominican and the Cuban, all that, and it was just amazing.
that's
So
a
like
rare
I have
find.
I have his collection at home. I probably won't never smoke it, but I'm just gonna have it because it's his, and it
Yeah.
meant so much to me.
That's awesome, man. I love that. I love that. That's cool. So 2 months ago, what was your first cigar? Do you remember your first cigar?
My very first cigar was a Acid Cuba.
Acid Cuba.
Acid, yeah, that was my first cigar. But after that, I tried to reach out to some people I know smoke cigars. And after that, I had a Flathead 660, and that was
Ooh,
terrible for me.
No.
that's a
Very
good. I
terrible for
like the
me.
660.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
I
and you
mean,
can handle it.
it's just it was too strong for me to be starting.
Oh, to start out with, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my first
Very.
cigar was the Acid Cuba, the Cuba Cuba also, because
Yeah.
I don't count the Black and Milds my kid got me into, so I don't.
Yeah,
Those don't
funny
count.
He
I
had those-
actually like the Acid.
Yeah, no, the acid's a great place. I think acid's a very good place to start because you're getting a premium cigar with a little bit of flavor, right?
Hmm.
Those are flavored infused cigars, or not say flavored, they're infused cigars. So it's a really nice place to start. And then from the acid line, what's great about the acid line in general, Drew Estate. So Drew Estate creates the acid cigars amongst other cigars, but you can move from that acid line and start experimenting in the Drew Estate line and work your way up into any of their brands. The Liga Privadas is a good place to start with their Connecticut wrappers and work your way up from there.
Dude, you're starting them out at the top of the
I know.
the top of the money line there, man. You're doing.
Hey, I think so. One of my arguments, and I have this argument with everyone, that they say, they only want to buy a $5 stick, $6 stick, and you should. I have my humidors. I have multiple humidors here filled with all types of cigars. But in order to appreciate tobacco, appreciate the cigars that we're all smoking, you want to go through the spectrum of cigars within your palate, right? So if you're looking at just say Connecticut's or even a nice Habano, a nice Sumatra, you want to play with that gamut of pricing. You want to compare that $5 cigar, $7 cigar to that $12 cigar, right? You're going to see the different flavor notes, the quality of that cigar. And granted, they're all quality cigars. What's up, Mark? But you're going to see a difference. You will taste that difference, right? Especially as you start to develop your palate. Even if it's a once-a-year thing, like, hey, your birthday's coming up October 29th, my friend. Happy birthday, Jordan.
Thank you, man.
And you have a birthday with someone else in your family, right? You said I saw a picture said it's our birthday.
Yeah, my cousin. We always celebrate. We always celebrate the month of October as our birthday. So
Okay.
it's just they call us twins, but even though we're 20 years apart, and we kind of look alike. I just guess our genes are just strong on my dad's side of the family.
I was gonna download the picture and show everyone that he's a big dude.
Yeah, and I was 17 at the time in that picture. That was a long time ago.
What do you
Before the full beard came in. Huh?
What's your cousin's name?
It'll be 30.
I'll be 23.
Oh,
Yeah, still young, man.
Yeah, I'm still young.
That's
but
right.
I got something for you, Jordan. Since you're new to the what we call the culture, the whatever you want. I have a laminated chart that my kids gave me for my birthday, like 5 or 6 years ago. That's got every vitola on there, every saw, just every leaf, every blend, all that. I'll send that to you with some different level cigars, anywhere from Connecticut to I'll send you a 5-pack for your birthday.
Okay, appreciate you. Thank you, man.
PM me your information, your address and everything, and I'll get it out this. Well, I probably can't get it out until after the storm passes this weekend.
Okay, appreciate it. I understand. Be safe, man. Please stay safe out there, man.
That's a part of living in the beautiful on the coast, right, Ray?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Storms. But that's a category 4 now, isn't it?
It got up to a 4, but it kind of went. If you're looking at the Gulf coming up this way towards Mississippi, it kind of is barren. It took like a sharp left. It's going towards. It's going to hammer Baton Rouge and New Orleans again.
Right.
Oh man, they can't catch a break.
Nope.
No, not this year. This has been. I work for the Hurricane Hunters. This is the busiest year we've had since I've been here.
Yeah. Wow.
But everybody does what they got to do.
Yeah.
That's why we live down here. My kid always said he doesn't know why anybody would build a city under sea level in New Orleans, but
they have. So Jordan,
yes, sir.
earlier you said you smoked a if you smoked a flavored cigar, you didn't mention the acids, but you did mention a cognac infused cigar. What kind of experience did you have with that?
It was okay, but I think that the cigar that the guy gave me, it was too full for me. I mean, it was a cognac grape. I can taste the grape, but it was just too strong for my palate. And I was sneezing, I was coughing. It triggered all my allergies, and he was like, "Oh, you punk." No, it's just you got to know where to start somebody out at.
That's exactly right.
Ray's probably going to shoot me for saying this, but if you want to taste some flavored cigars, try the Tatianas.
Okay.
They got some.
Stop, Jordan.
I'm just. If you want to flavor one, they're cheap, but they're flavored blueberry, that kind of stuff. But I personally stay away from those. I like the acid. If you like the Cuba, you would really like the Drew Estate's 20th anniversary.
Okay.
New one.
Okay.
I don't know if you smoked that yet, Ray. That's a good.
I have it. I don't usually I don't smoke infused cigars regularly. The only infused cigar I smoke is the Leather Rose. It's absolutely in the flavored line or infused line, my favorite cigar.
That's a fantastic smoke.
Yeah.
Very good. I don't smoke very flavored. I don't smoke flavored much anymore either. But
I totally agree with Kevin Shahan. It was introduced supposed to have a little pepper, a little bit more of a kick. I didn't get any of that pepper either, actually. But it's that leather note, that citrus note that cigar has. For me, I'm in love with it, and it's the leather, the chocolate. I'm getting leather chocolate, and there's some kind of like a zest, and I think it's orange or something, but there's some kind of zest in there that through probably a little after midway on that cigar. That's freaking amazing for me.
On the Leather Rose?
Yeah, on the Leather Rose. It's one of those cigars that Jessica and I, if we find it, we buy it. We don't care if it's 2 or 3 cigars, a whole box. We just stack up on them. So I really enjoy that cigar. But this is going to be the first time you're going to hear me say this live, and I probably shouldn't say it. Man, I won't say it. It's going to be controversial. I won't say it. I want to, but I won't say it. Not live. But, Bones, what are you smoking, man?
I really don't know.
Unbanded?
It was one of the unbanded you sent me.
Yeah. Okay, so if I sent you...
From Ybor City.
Okay. Recently?
Yes. It's more of a... It's bigger than a Lancero, gauge-wise.
Yeah.
Not much. But those smokes you sent me from Tampa, I haven't had a bad one yet.
Okay, so if I sent you anything from Tampa, it's more than likely one of the cigars from La Farona Cigars.
Yes,
from
that's where you got them from.
Yeah, La Farona Cigars. Yep, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm smoking. Which one am I smoking? I'm smoking the Hiram and Solomon Veiled Prophet.
Oh,
I'm smoking it in the Lancero.
That's a good smoke.
Yeah, this is. I have an entire humidor filled with these, so this is
Traveling Man's a good one too from there.
Yeah, I'm a Lancero guy, so.
I like the Lancero. You have to learn to smoke them differently. You can't smoke them like you smoke a regular cigar, because if you do, it's going to burn hot. It's just not going to taste good. You got to slow down.
Let it sit.
Yeah, you got to slow down with those.
So Bones, for Jordan, starting out in he's smoking cigars. Earlier, before we came on the show, he was smoking a cigar. I don't know if you're smoking right now or not, Jordan.
I got one. I got the little nub with me.
That's the nub, the Oliva nub.
All
right.
I like
we were
it.
talking about the nub. I told you it's a good cigar to start.
I taste the chocolate and a little bit of coffee and a little sweetness. I like that.
Then you're smoking the macchiato.
Is it the macchiato?
No, it's the double roast.
Yeah, double roast.
Oh, double roast. Haven't had that one yet.
Because they changed the name from cafe line to the nuance line.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the nub. It's the nub nuance. It's the nub nuance double roast.
Right, double roast. Yep.
I had to look at the band.
It's a nice cigar. I sent you all the information on that cigar today. And I also sent you all the information to all that line of cigars. So if you wanted to play with that line, it's a good place to start. It's a great morning cigar. It's a great cigar in the evenings if you're just like me, drinking a cup of coffee, sitting back, relaxing. And let me see. I was rushing today, but I'm drinking the cafe coffee today.
Oh, the night cafe makes
so Dr. Cafe 1901 coffee.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Yep.
I
buy this coffee at John
but
Keith's Cigar Superstore.
when I drink a cup of coffee on the weekends outside on the deck, I drink it with a Tabak Especial.
That's the way to go, and that's what I was going to suggest to Jordan too. Look at the Tabak line. You can't really go wrong there. There's just a good cigar. Again, it's a nice morning cigar. If you're driving to work, you wanted to smoke a cigar, perfect cigar to smoke. What you have in your hand right now, again, that's a short cigar, perfect to drive around with and get from point A to point B. I smoke in my house. I have my office. Bones will be here real soon, so he'll be hanging out with me. I'm setting up 2 cameras.
Watching horror movies.
I'm telling you, bro. So check it out. I'm actually setting up a camera on the wall that's wide angled. That's going to catch the entire room, right? Where I'm sitting. So it's going to catch this chair, and I have another chair on the other side of the room. So we can watch TV and still do the show. We're going to have 2 microphones on either side of the room. It's going to be pretty cool.
You know what I'm going to do too? When he sends me his info, I'm going to send him an invite to the Herfs. We do a V Herf on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays with Frontline Cigars.
Yep.
And it's just great the information I've gotten out of cigars has just been fantastic. There's a lot of brand owners on there. Yep. They're just the information overall is good. And I've been smoking for almost 15 years.
Have you guys tried Ray Lewis's signature line, his cigar line?
I haven't.
It's good. It's really good. It's a medium flavor. It's really
Ray
good.
Lewis.
Ray Lewis has his own cigar line.
As in the football player, Ray Lewis?
Yes, sir.
Now I tried Karl Malone's stuff. I thought that was not too bad.
Yeah, but Ray Lewis's cigar, his is really good. I'm a Baltimore fan. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, so I I had to get on it.
Let's go Giants.
Oh man, no sir.
Giants.
Y'all are 0-4, right?
I'm telling you right now, they will beat Dallas this weekend.
I don't care who beats Dallas or how you beat Dallas. As long as somebody beats Dallas, that's all that matters. That's all that matters because they win 1 or 2 games, they act like they won the Super Bowl.
They're in a division. They're in a division where the leader is 1-2-1. The other 2 teams are 1-3, and the Giants are 0-4. There's not one team not in contention at 0-4.
Yeah, my mom is. She's a diehard Philly fan, and she's just going crazy right now.
Look, I'm not a big sports guy. Everyone knows that. I grew up in New York, and although we watched sports, it was more. We're gonna watch the Super Bowl. We're gonna watch the finals. Where I didn't really keep up with sports, from beginning to end. It was just never my thing. I had better things to do, and not to say that you guys watching sports by no means. That sounded rude, but I was young in New York, and I was out on the streets hanging out with my friends, playing ball a lot. I used to play basketball, play football, play stickball on the streets. I was on the handball courts in Queens. That was my thing. I was never I was never in the house, man. And the last thing I wanted to do, was spend an entire day sitting in the house. Now I'm 42 years old, 43. Holy crap! My birthday just passed. I'm 43, and I love sitting home. I don't want to go outside.
I'm like you. I never played. I played kind of sort of sports, but once I joined the military, that's when I got into watching and playing more. But I'm very like you. 40 years military. I have a hard time with the kneeling and all that. But I just said, I was going back and forth. I was like, all right, I believe this, but I want to do this. I enjoy watching football. I enjoy baseball. I love my Yankees, but I'm like, but then I'm like, wait a minute, why am I letting them dictate what I like to do? I like to, I don't buy anything like the hats. Hey,
yep,
I'm coming. I'm getting looked at. I left in the middle of dinner.
No, go have dinner, brother. I appreciate you coming on.
No problem.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right, bye.
All right, later, buddy. I invited also my other co-host. His name is Joseph Watts. I sent him a message on PM, so if he wants to come on, he'll join us in a little bit.
Yeah, make sure you send me his information too, so I can send him my information.
I'll send you all Barry's information. And what we're gonna do for you today is this. Okay, so I'm gonna welcome you into the cigar enthusiast family, man. I was really glad that you and I got to talk today. Actually, before I get into all that, since we were talking about you smoking cigars and the starting out, right, 2 months now, everything I found online was super disappointing.
Yes.
I'm not going to mention the group because it's a very big group.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of assholes out there. And one of the things I don't respect, right? There's a couple of things that mean a lot to me. One is loyalty. Okay. And mentorship, leadership, right? In the military. For all you guys out there that are prior service, you know this, what leadership is: loyalty, duty, respect, honor, integrity, personal courage, right? It's something I still live by. I don't like drama. I don't like the BS. I like to live, a very peaceful, relaxed life. I got my scotches, my whiskeys, I got my coffee, I got my cigars, and I just like to chill. But within the cigar industry, there's, I want to say, in the moment right now, there's two types of people, right? You've got the brothers and sisters. Well, not to say sisters. The sisters of the leaf are freaking amazing. The sisters of the leaf will know more about cigars than you do. Okay.
Wow.
I'm telling you, more than me. There's not one woman I've met in the industry that doesn't put me to shame on knowledge, because they are truly cigar geeks. And they learn every aspect from seed to cigar, and they're phenomenal conversations that I'm lucky to have with a lot of these people, a lot of the women in the industry. The men in the industry, two types. There's one that's going to be that thinks they know it all, but they don't want to tell you anything, right? Because they want to look like, this. They're like, the way they smoke and the way they sit, and, they're a little too proper, and they're really not. They just have a stick up their ass and they don't know how to pull it out. Then you have that other guy that wants to share every aspect of the cigar industry with you, because we all want you to have a really great experience and really involve yourself in our culture, right? Because that's what it is. It's a culture. And what I say for cigar enthusiasts, it's a passion, it's a lifestyle, it's a culture. And I'll explain that to you offline. So what they were suggesting to you, I saw everything there from asylums to punch to, it was just insane. The ones that I thought were smarter were, and some of you might disagree, which is okay. Please comment and let me know what you guys think. The Rocky Patel line, the Connecticut lines, right? There were the Connecticut blends. They were suggesting them and really pointing out, hey, smoke this cigar in the Rocky blend. Smoke the nub that you're smoking now. The Oliva series, Connecticut's, the Macanudos, the Perdermo Champagne. It's a really nice cigar to start with. It's got a lot of flavor in there, and not flavored like the infused cigars. It's a premium cigar. You'll develop your palate eventually, and as you start learning about cigars, you'll start catching some of those little cocoa notes, those little notes of earth, and the little notes of this, the peppers, and you'll start to distinguish between the black pepper and the white peppers in time, right? Brick House, Connecticut. Again, it's not a bad place to start, right? At least they're pointing you in the right direction.
Yeah.
In the Monte Cristo line, the white series. Again, pointing you in the right direction, right? I was so surprised, and I couldn't help but reach out to you at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, I didn't want you to make a mistake. Like, bro, don't spend $12. Most of us walk into a shop and we don't buy one cigar, right? It's a courtesy thing, or you want to look a certain way, whatever it is. But we always go in there and buy 2-3 cigars. I walk into a shop and I walk out with a box or two of cigars. So for you, I just didn't want you to have that. Like I said, make that mistake where you walk into a shop and buy cigars that you don't like, that are too strong for you, that you're not going to finish. The last thing I want you to do is light a cigar, start smoking it 2-3 minutes in, and throw it on the floor. You know what I mean? It's not going to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
All right, guys. And Jordan, let me introduce you to my brother. He's his name is J-Dub on this. It's Joseph Watts. He is the grunt. He's my military brother, 10th Mountain Division. Whoop.
Thank you for your service, man.
Joe, how you doing, bro? So, Joe, what advice can you give? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking some rye tonight.
Rye?
Canadian rye.
So I'm drinking cafe coffee. I'm finishing up my coffee right now. But, I'll talk about this in a minute because it's something that happened we talked about last night on Cigar Prop. So, what are you smoking, Joe? I got to get closer, man. Oh, yeah.
CRA edition.
Yep. Nice.
You know,
I won't lie to you. I actually haven't had it yet.
Well, this one.
That came in the pack, didn't it? The CRA pack.
This came in the SNS pack.
Yeah. Comes
in a 2-cigar coffee.
I've seen it. I think I saw it even at, I don't want to say the shop, but I might be mistaken, so I don't want to say it. But I swore I saw it local, right around the corner from here.
Man, if you have seen that, you need to tag it up.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was, man. I don't know. That's why I said I don't know. I'll check. I'm actually gonna, when I finish up here tonight, I'm gonna go down to the lounge and smoke a cigar. But Corona. They
wait a minute. Man, you said you was gonna call me last night when you was at the hookah lounge, and you never called me.
Oh, I didn't leave there till late. All right, Jordan. So this is what happened. All right, we'll talk about it.
What he does to me. Listen, this love is a two-way street, brother.
Yeah.
Love is a brother. You came here and you stayed for 3 days. I
had a bad experience in a cigar lounge. I have to tell you that story, just from the start of walking in, because I was trying to rent out one of the little lounges for my birthday. Invite a couple of my guy friends. Good. And have a cigar and whiskey type.
Yep. I was actually going to ask you about any experiences you've had at a lounge. So this is perfect.
Yeah, it's called. I'm gonna shout them out. I don't care. They're called Havana Fields.
Don't shout them out. Don't shout them out.
Okay, got you. Yep. But yeah. So I walked in and I was like, hey, I want to try to rent out a lounge for a couple hours, for me and my bros, right? Just to have. It was like, well, are you a beginner cigar smoker? I said, well, absolutely, yeah. So it said, well, we don't rent out our lounges to beginner cigar smokers because you guys don't know what you're doing.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that I would have taken it a completely different route. I would have said, same if that's their link, if that's something they have to ask, which I've never heard that before. You're willing to rent out a space. You're going to buy cigars. If they serve alcohol or coffee or whatever, you're going to purchase some of that. So that's money coming in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or revenue coming in. It would have been, hey, are you a beginner cigar smoker? I am. Great. This is what we're going to do for you. Come in tomorrow, or the day before your event where you and your guys are going to hang out. We're going to take a space here for you for 12 people, so you guys can sit down and smoke. Me and you are going to take a tour of the cigar lounge. We're going to take a tour of the humidor, and I'm going to show you what cigars to start off with that are going to be great for your palate. Pair it with some drinks, and then you and your friends can chip in, buy a box, and everyone's smoking the same cigar. And then all of you could have talked about that cigar. Say, hey, I'm going to sit with you guys, and we're going to talk about the cigar. Are you catching any of the notes? Let me show you guys how to cut it, how to properly light it. When it goes out, how to light it again. Going through the steps, right?
Yeah.
That would have been the right approach. Not, again, pushing you away and saying, nah, don't come here. So I'm sorry that you had that experience, man.
Yeah.
That's just pure laziness, though.
It is pure laziness. I hear him.
Yeah, it was just a bad experience because I asked, can I tour the humidor, and they was like, no. Why? You're new. We don't have anything in here that you don't want. I'm just like, really?
Wow.
It was just a bad experience. And I'm like, how do y'all not know I could be a millionaire? I could come in here and buy the whole lounge if I wanted to, but with your bad service, you just shot me away. So, oh well.
Well, I'm going to be I'm planning a trip to the Carolinas. So for all of you that are out there watching, Jordan is in North Carolina, right?
Yes, sir.
In North Carolina. So I'm going to be taking a trip. So is Joe. We're going to be going to the Carolinas. We're going to be visiting some lounges. So we're going to hook up with you. It's going to be
Yes,
a
sir.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You'll link up with us, and we're going to go to some lounges together. We're going to do a show live, and we're going to share in that cigar experience with you, man.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you.
We're going to have a great time.
Thank you.
There's a sister of the leaf in Carolina named Drita Hyde, and we need to link up there as well, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Very knowledgeable about cigars.
Hey, Joe, I'm going to give you one of my Bluetooth headsets, man, to connect to your phone in the future. I'm going to hook your ass up. No feedback. You just sound really far away from your phone.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, shit, my bad. Well, I'm outside on my
I'm lucky.
on my
I can do this all day long. Hello. Hey, Joe. Welcome to Cigar Enthusiast Radio, where we're going to be talking about beginner smokers and not being able to hear Joe.
Okay, so, all right, so I'll try to talk a little louder and be a little closer to the phone. So, what subjects have we breached so far as beginner smokers go?
We didn't really hit a subject. We talked about his experiences. We talked about, what he smoked in the past, what he started off with some flavored cigars, what he's smoking today, which is a nub series or nuance series out of the Oliva line, the cafe line, the old cafe line. Go ahead, Joe. Take it.
Oh, my. So, gosh, advice to cigar smokers? Well, I'll tell you a dirty piece of advice. Don't listen to any advice. Because your palate is your own, right? So what you like isn't necessarily going to be what someone else likes.
That's true,
However,
but
let me finish.
you can't start the guy off with a Maduro because he likes black coffee. You can't start him off with a full strength cigar. I would never put a tabernacle in his hand and say, smoke this.
I'm about to throw a monkey wrench in your argument right now.
Go, let's argue. Me and you do this. So everyone watching, this is what me and Joe do sitting by the pool.
All right. So there is a common misconception about Maduro shaded cigars. First off, Maduro is not a leaf. It's a shade, meaning dark, right?
Right.
So it can be Maduro Hano, it can be Maduro Connecticut,
Right.
Maduro Broadleaf. Maduro is a shade, right?
Shade. Yep.
So that's the first thing. Secondly, dark has nothing to do with strength or flavor of the cigar.
I agree with that. Yes.
So many people will look at a Maduro cigar, and it will be lighter than what I'm smoking. I'm smoking a shade craft cigar. But that doesn't necessarily mean that this is a light cigar either. What matters are the binder and fillers within that cigar. The three major components, your wrapper, filler, binder, right? So your cigar is mostly made of your filler tobaccos that get wrapped by the binder, right? So your outer wrapper is going to give you a lot of flavor. However, it can be, However, it can be overpowered by what's inside the cigar, right? If you just took a look at the cigar, you think, well, I've seen the Drew Estate shade grown and it has that same wrapper on it. Well, this must be a light cigar.
No.
It's not.
It's just like that cigar you were smoking yesterday that had the dark leaf inside of it.
Wow.
So anyway, my point about that is when someone says, well, don't smoke the dark leaf cigars, they're going to mess you up and put you on your ass. Not true. In fact, Maduro wrapped cigars, in my opinion, are most of the time way smoother than your Connecticut wrapped cigars because It can have the same exact filler and binder as a Maduro, Maduro Connecticut wrapped cigar, but what the Maduro imparts is a sweet flavor. It imparts almost a chocolatey flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's the biggest misconception about going into cigars that people like to talk about. My biggest piece of advice is to go into a lounge that has a reputable tobacconist working there and have them take you on a tour of their humidor. Tell them what you have smoked, right? And what you're looking for and what your palate likes so far. If they have done their homework and if they are actually concerned about getting the cigar that you need, then they will do that. They will take you and they'll show you, hey, this is what I recommend you to do right now. So that's what I meant earlier. It's like, don't listen to those cigar smokers that say, you know, you got to smoke this, you got to smoke this. It's not about that. It's about keeping on going to that cigar lounge and finding out what your palate likes, right? So you could be a Habano fan, where I like broadly. You know, nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it's about what you like. So it's about finding out what you like. And the funny thing is the longer you smoke cigars, the more your palate will change. Like,
yep.
And there are steps that everyone goes through. Everyone goes through these phases of, you know, Ray, you talked about too. Everybody push your seats in the beginning at gas stations. Then everyone moves on to the acids and or coffee flavored cigars, and then they'll start on the shade wrapped cigars, and then they'll move into the heavier bodied stuff. But it's all completely on what your palate responds to. You could start off in Connecticut and stay with Connecticut your entire, you know, that could be your thing. But if you like dark coffee and you like heavy whiskey, you're probably going to want a heavy cigar to go with it, or it's going to be overpowered.
You catch all that, Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
Outstanding.
I caught it all.
So this is what me and Joe are going to do for you. Joe has a phenomenal cigar collection. So if Joe and I are going to talk offline, we're going to get a couple of cigars together for you. All right. Get a couple of cigars that I have in my collection here. Even if I have to go to the shop, get some cigars. We're going to send you a nice little sampler. All right. Wow. For you to experience the cigars. What I'm going to ask is that you share that experience with cigar enthusiasts on the group page.
Okay.
So you already joined the group. So or if you haven't, joined the group, and I'll send you all that information when we get off.
Okay.
And share that that cigar experience with everyone.
I will.
Right?
I definitely will.
And on your phone, there's an app you can download. It's called Cigar Scanner. Okay. I think I sent you that last night.
Yeah,
download that on your phone. Every cigar you smoke, you can take a picture of it. It'll look it up for you on the phone or in the application, and you can keep track of everything. You can see, it'll tell you everything about the cigar, everything from the flavor notes, the strength, and then you can put notes on that cigar, whether you liked it or not, or what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. And then if you like something about it, you can look at it and say, oh, that was a Sumatra that had this binder, that had this filler. And then you can start looking for other cigars that match that profile. Okay. And really keep track of it and develop that palate. Right.
Okay.
And you share that with us. Share it with everyone that's watching. Share it with everybody in the group. Again, I'll send you all that information, and then we can all grow together within the cigar, lifestyle.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'm also going to send you a little gift from me to you. It's our challenge coin. So we have a Cigar Enthusiast challenge coin. I'm going to show it to you real quick.
Okay.
And on the back, It says cigar enthusiast, culture, passion, lifestyle. I'm going to include this in the cigar pack for you, all right? So I wanted to say, Jordan, it was really nice to meet you. Do you have any questions for me and Joe before we get off?
No, sir. If I do, I would just probably send you a message. But
All right.
I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for reaching out to me and getting me to I understand it now, because those guys was giving me, some of them were giving me in the right direction, some wasn't. But I'm glad you reached out to me to personally help me, and I just personally thank you for that and
Yeah, no
making my birthday month special. Appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you, man, and I hope that we have continue to build this relationship and our friendship grows. And like I said, we're going to be in the Carolinas, and as soon as we have it in stone what lounges we're going to be going to, I'll send you all that information so we can all meet up, and then reach out anytime, man. 24/7 here for you if you need me. All right.
Yes, I would send you a message with my information.
Yeah.
And you can give me Mr. Bones' information as well, so I can send it to him.
I will. Or just send it all to me, because I'll send everything to Bones so he can send you the sampler pack.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Look at you, man. Look at you. Well, you came out on top, man. You came out on top. So
got to, man.
From all of us at Cigar Enthusiasts, thank you for joining us today, man. It was a real pleasure to meet you, to talk to you today, to talk to you on the show. Good luck with, again, developing your palate and joining the cigar family. Welcome to Cigar Enthusiast, brother. Have a happy, happy, happy birthday, man.
All right, thank you, man. Thank you.
You take care. Good to
see
you.
You too.
Joey.
Hey, man.
Hold on.
Listen.
Yeah.
For everyone listening out there, don't let this dude fool you. This past weekend was his birthday. So if you didn't reach out to him, you should do so now and wish him a happy belated birthday.
Whose birthday was this weekend?
This past weekend was your birthday, homie. I brought you a little birthday present.
So we're gonna talk. No, so I'm really bad about that. And there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about. So we'll talk about that next. The first thing I wanted to say was yesterday I was invited on Cigar Prop for all of you that watched, and I got to be a part, hang out with Diggins and Kevin and RTB Cigars, Ron from RTB Cigars, and Herf, right, and do the show with him. We talked about spirits, liquors. You know, me and you drink a lot of whiskey. I'm a big Scotch guy. So we talked about that briefly and the pairing process. One of the things I mentioned, which I thought was funny, was that Jessica goes out to the store, she buys herself something, and then she stops in ABC or she orders something online, and she walks in the house and goes, "Hey, I got you something," right? So when the show ended, she comes into the office and she's like, "Great show. I caught from here to here," because she was sleeping or she was working or whatever she was doing, and she hands me a bottle. So one is a brand new bottle of Macallan 15, which everyone here knows I'm a huge fan of Macallan. Just to show you that it's brand new, nice brand new bottle.
All right.
Right, and the other bottle, that was a couple of weeks ago, actually.
Bourbon. Please let it be bourbon, all right?
No, this is what she gave me last night. She gave me a single malt Scotch whiskey, the Balvenie line, a sweet toast of American oak, aged 12 years.
All right.
So I'm looking forward to trying this. Look at that bottle. Look at that. I love that color of the liquor or of the spirit there. It's beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to drink this or to try it, get a nice little single. Let me see how to close this way. So it's funny that this is, what she does, right? She goes to the store. Man, she went out for freaking, what'd she go get yesterday? Oh, milkshakes. She went out to buy milkshakes. She came back with this.
Damn.
She went to Twisty Treat. Is that what it's called? Twisty Treat? And then ABC is right next. Oops. ABC is right next door. So she went and bought that.
Freaking keeper, man.
Right? Love her. So All right, birthday presents. So there's two things I got. I'll grab it.
So as I was saying, guys, you guys need to reach out to this guy and wish him a happy belated birthday. Great guy, does a lot for everyone.
I don't like to post. I don't do, my birthday stuff, man. But Joe got me a beautiful Alec Bradley The Burner for my birthday. And I don't tend to all the swag and all these things that I have up here. I don't open any of that stuff. I always keep it nice and close, keep it brand new. I use my, I have some seriously nice lighters. Yeah. So I won't open mine. You have yours. That's what you got me. It's a great lighter. I used it once. I turned it on when you gave it to me, and then I put it back in its box and put it away.
Oh, man.
So, Jordan, if Jordan is still watching or not, our product sponsor for the show, I didn't mention this earlier because I'm in the process of creating something for them. It's the Don Rafa line. So Jordan's going to get a couple of the Don Rafa Nicaraguas. These are 2015s in his pack. So thank you for the birthday wishes, guys. I appreciate it. My birthday was this past Saturday, and I was a little bit down because my son, who spends every birthday with me, wasn't able to spend my birthday with me today or this past weekend. But it was really enjoyable and great. Jessica and I really spent a lot of time together. She made my birthday fantastic, and the whole weekend. Joe came over and spent the whole weekend with us. And you guys saw we hit the shops and we hung out in Tampa and just hang out here by the pool. Watch scary movies every freaking night, horror movies, which was great. The Insidious line. Actually, I started watching one the other night. I can't think of the name after you left. I can't remember what it was, but it was good. Thank you, Mo. Appreciate the birthday wishes, guys. I do. Thank you. So I received something in the mail. So I'm going to open it up with you guys. So this is really cool. Let me move my phone.
Mail call.
My Gurkha knife. Gurkha. All right. So I got a package in the mail. This right here. And it doesn't really say. Oh, there it is. It says it's from. Actually, I'm going to contact them. But this is from Drew Estate. From the Barn Smoker. This is the swag from the Florida Barn Smoker. That was canceled this year. So let me open this up.
Did you have tickets?
Did I what? Yeah, we had tickets. Yeah, Jess and I had tickets.
I went to the one in 2015 up in Kentucky.
I'm going to put this box on the floor so I can show you guys what's in here. And I'll switch my camera angle because I know it's going to be hard on this laptop on my integrated camera. Boom. All right, that's better. So we have Drew Estate Barn Smoker American Tobacco Experience 2020 hat. That's nice. It's a here is a I don't know. Can I open it? Yeah, I can. So this is it looks like a challenge coin, which is cool, but it's not. It's a cigar rest that says Barn Smoker on there.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, actually, with this one, I'll give you a little bit of a better view closer to me, probably. So it says on one side, the Barn Smoker information, 2020, and then it's got the cigar rest. All right, we have I'm pretty sure this is a lighter that's going to be sitting in a box for a really long time.
Oh, my.
So this is the Barn Smoker lighter, single torch. I like
It's
the
like
color.
rubber.
Yeah, it feels like a little rubbery, but it's just those. I forget the brand. I have these on the website too, but that's nice. I like it. I actually like the green, military green, which I
Is it
think is
like
the
a
theme. I don't know. I have a whole bunch of these, just generics, lighters.
like
This, no, not like that one. This is something I think you're really gonna like, Joe. This is gonna be my daily bag now. This is what I'm gonna carry all my gear in when I travel. So.
drum roll.
Drum roll, please. So we have stickers. We have the Barn Smoker stickers. A lot of stickers. The Florida Sun Grown FSG with Jeff Borshowitz stickers. You have Year of the Rat, Tabak stickers, Undercrown stickers. You have. It says, tried to bury us, didn't know we were seeds, Drew Estate. Well, I like that.
Nice.
I've got an invite for anyone that's got the VIP pass is going to be invited to the live Barn Smoker virtual HERF November 14th. So I got my pass. All right.
Sweet.
I've got a nice little straight cut Barn Smoker light cutter. We've got more stickers, Esteli stickers. Oh, I like this one. Love is for suckers. Cigars are for lovers.
Nice.
We have a Cigars for Warriors pin, which I have millions of, and a bottle opener, which is pretty cool.
Sweet.
So this will get used. Here's the part I think you're gonna like. I'm gonna open it up. We've got a tactical bag, brother.
What?
Yeah, man, check it out. I'm not gonna go through
Nice.
opening it, but it's got all the. Let me turn this camera a little bit so I can see myself on. It's got little patches already on there for the Florida Barn Smoker.
Sweet.
It's completely tacked out, man. It's got two pockets on the outside, really big inside, little outside pocket on the back for the laptops or whatever gear you have. I mean, this right here, it's like a rucksack, right? It looks like a rucksack. It's that tactical bag. So this is going to be my daily use. I'm going to throw my laptop on Mike's in here. This is going to travel with us. I'll show you that.
You know what it reminds me of, right? So, back in the day, there was like two sizes of the rucksack.
Yeah.
Where the smaller one was the radio bag. That's what that reminded me of.
That's what it is. Yeah, like the radio bag. Yeah. Yep. Great range bag. Yeah, it is a great range bag. But I'm gonna use it to travel with. I carry. When I travel, when me and Joe travel, when I'm traveling to lounges, I carry 2 laptops, 3 cameras, 2 cell phones, a lot of wires, 2 microphones. Now I have lapel mics, speakers, audio interface. I mean, and then a desk. I bring a collapsible table, and it all fits in a suitcase. One of my luggages. But now one of my laptops broke in my travels. My screen was broken by either TSA or the luggage handler, so I got to replace this laptop that's in front of me because I can't stand looking at a broken screen.
Oh, so what I wanted to ask you is, you went to the hookah place last night.
All right, so the hookah place. I got a message last night from my buddy Mark, and he said it was like 10:30 at night, when I left here, and I said, yeah, I'll meet him there. So I shot over to the hookah lounge. Let me change my camera angle. Yeah, so I shot over to the hookah lounge to hang out, and they do sell cigars there. Probably 4 or 5 faces of cigars, right? It's predominantly a hookah lounge, and they have liquor, they have beer, and so on. And we were sitting there smoking. I was smoking my cigars, and I had a glass of whiskey, and it was nice. It was actually a really chill spot. I didn't know what to be honest with you, I've never walked in a hookah lounge, right? And I'm thinking to myself, why would I ever walk into a hookah lounge to smoke? But again, within a group of guys, there was about 7 of us. We were hanging out, and I won't mention the names right now because some of them are retired NFL players, and I don't want to put them on Front Street. But one of them is going to be coming on the show with us, and then I'm going to be going on a show with him in the near future. But he's also coming out with a cigar line. Joe, I can talk to you offline about that. So
I think I know.
Yeah, possibly. But so while we were there, Joe, again, we were just hanging out in the corner of the shop of the lounge, and we're smoking cigars. One person was smoking a hookah. It was a really cool vibe. You had nice music on. You had the football game on. It was a really cool spot. I was like, you know what? I can come here. I'd rather go there than the local cigar lounge. It was more the seats were way more comfortable. I was digging the music, and again, it was nice to be able to sit back and just relax, right? Then it's a younger crowd. Well, I'm not going to say it's a younger crowd, and again, I was with amongst a group of guys that I can talk to, right? So it was a great conversation going back and forth. But then a fight breaks out right at the front door. Like a huge fight breaks out. Again, people just talking out their butts, and it kind of ruined that experience, right? And that's what you don't get at a cigar lounge. You always get you might get someone that's an asshole. We really don't see fights and, the drama side of it. And I don't like that. That aspect of where we were last night, that's the part I didn't like. And that's why I said I'll call you. I was like, because it's, would I go back and hang out? Probably not. I'd rather sit at a cigar lounge where I can sit back, enjoy my cigar in peace, not get anxiety, not get, worked up and not feel like we're not safe. I always want to feel like I'm in a good environment. So.
Right. But the vibe was cool up to that point?
Yeah, man, the vibe was great. Everybody that goes to the local cigar lounge, a lot of the people that go to the local cigar lounge were there. And again, the local cigar lounge, it's all about the seating, right? You want to walk into a cigar lounge, have comfortable seats like I have in my office. You want to be able to sit back, enjoy the music, enjoy the camaraderie, talk to people, have conversation, and smoke. We got that there.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a cigar lounge that has really, really, really horribly uncomfortable seating.
Yep.
And it's just not. It's not inviting. It's not comfortable. It's not conducive to relaxing. But
nope. Like the whole time you're doing this, you're always trying to adjust and adjust and adjust.
Yeah,
just sucks, man.
My
back hurts when I. But it's that's the environment that they don't want you to sit and hang out. They want you to get up. They want you to drink and smoke cigars and leave. So they get that.
It's not what a cigar lounge should be about. Nice. Was that the Lancero?
Yeah, the Lancero.
That's the best size of those, I think.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I think so too. All right, guys. I wanted to say thank you to everybody for coming on and watching with us. We've been on for the last hour plus. Wanted to say a big shout out to Jordan Hughes. Reach out to him on the group page, friend him. Feel free to give him, talk to him about your cigars. He's going to see all your posts on the group page, so he'll follow us that way. So big shout out to Jordan Hughes and I'm going to say his mom, even Sherry. Sherry raised a great guy. I saw pictures of her on the Facebook page, his mom, and we're going to talk about that, but the show kind of ran a different direction. They all look so happy, and you feel that love and that, that family, atmosphere, and just the pictures. Like I took it all in while going through his Facebook page. So yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting Jordan when we go to the Carolinas. So big shout out to him and his family. I think we had talking to him earlier today. We talked a few times back and forth on just Messenger. Just a good guy, just a really nice guy. So I'm glad we got to meet. So big shout out to Jordan. Please go online, Cigars for Warriors, guys. See if you can't donate some cigars. That COVID times really hit the shops hard, but it hit Cigars for Warriors pretty hard too. So we're all trying to do our best to raise awareness for Cigars for Warriors. Go to your local shops, ask them if they're a part of Cigars for Warriors so we can donate. If they're not, give them my contact information and we'll get them. If they want, they can become a distributor for Cigars for Warriors or donation center. All right. So we'll do that. So Joe, do you have anything for them?
No, just getting back to the original point. I can liken this to my experience in the Army, right? Sometimes as a young soldier, I listened to some of my older peers, and I listened to really what they were describing as their own inadequacies as far as like going for like crazy schools or trying out for special forces or going to ranger school. And now it said, no man, don't do it. They're looking for Superman. You won't make it,
That's not true.
And I listened to that for years until I finally made the step and said, hey, I'm just gonna bust my balls and go do it. The same holds true for choosing a cigar or listening to your palate, right? Don't let somebody dictate what you're gonna smoke. You don't have to smoke the most expensive. You don't have to smoke that cigar that's gonna be like, oh wow, look at me, I finally arrived. I'm smoking, an Atabey, or I'm smoking an Opus X. Price is no determining factor as far as taste goes, right? So anyway, don't be worried to actually walk into a humidor and start looking at things and learning about things and learning for yourself and asking questions. It's all about learning the process and like I said before, learning your palate. So don't be intimidated. Don't listen to others. You go your own way and you find out what works for you.
Yep. Agreed. Thanks, Joe. I'm going to throw you in the back in the green room. Hold on. Don't hang up. I'll be with you in a minute. Thanks for coming on with me, brother.
Always, bro. Y'all stay smoky.
All right, guys. I want to say thank you again for coming on with Joe and I, and Bones for coming on with us too. Big shout out to Bones on the Ash Holes. Check that out Tuesday nights. Any information, just Google or go on Facebook, type in the Ash Holes. I think they changed their name. I apologize, but I know them as the Ash Holes. So check them out. Stay classy, stay smoky. See you next time.